Hey guys, so as you can tell from the last videos, I took off my exhaust pipe for a little while, took a ride with it, and showed my friend. But as you can tell, I've got the pipes back on because it's not good to run the bike without back pressure, and I just did it for fun, and it is extremely loud. Like, I don't know, I haven't reviewed the videos yet, but it's going to be insanely loud. When I put the pipes back on, I was going back to my garage and I saw something on the ground, and it turned out to be my exhaust gasket for my rear cylinder. So I have an exhaust leak, an actual exhaust leak this time. So that's what we're going to be doing here today, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to take off and put back on your exhaust pipes now on the 2014 Yamaha V-Star 250, but it'll be the same for Virago. I don't know which sizes, but at least a 250. So let's get into this. Alright guys, so I'm going to be switching between my GoPro, my camera right there, with this box. Finally put that thing back together after I bought it in like January or whatever. But, so yeah. You got a nut right there, and you have another one on the other side, and you need a 10mm wrench, but your bike comes with ones that are supposed to be right there. There's a kit, and there's supposed to be a fairing cover thing right there. So you just need to take these off on both sides. Show you the other side real quick. So you can kind of see it right there. My finger's on it. So that's where the second one is, on the front cylinder. And I'll be back when I get these two off. Alright, so I'm about to take this off. You can also use a 10mm socket with an extension. That'll come right off. And this is basically like a washer to press the whole thing into place, and bolts from the cylinder head go through it and the nuts sit on it. So that'll just slide right down, and as you can see, that'll kind of pop right off. But now, to get to the other one, there's normally a fake chrome piece that goes right here and bolts into good lighting. Oh, so there's holes right here and here. Just pop those off. I think that they're 12mm. Just pop those off, and you slide the pipe out like this, and you kind of wiggle it out. There is a nut right here. I think it's another 10mm. You just loosen this up. It's just a C-clamp basically, and after you loosen that up, then you slide it out. So I'm gonna take off this nut here, and I'll show you the other side in just a moment. Alright, so next what you're gonna need to do is you go on the left side of the bike, and here's your key switch, but you actually have Torx screw right there. Right on the bottom, you can just barely see it. So you need T27 Torx screw, or Torx bit, whatever. You just screw these off. There's one. There's that one. Don't lose the screws. Hard to do with one hand. There we go. Alright, so now you just move that out of the way. And you got the other one right there. Same with the 10mm wrench. These ones you actually need to use the wrench. You can't get socket in there, which really sucks. But be back when I get that off. Alright, so I got that off. That'll just slide right back. That one's a little bit harder to pop off, but it'll come off when we get the last bolt. Like I mentioned, don't lose anything, and keep your workspace clean so you don't lose or drop anything. So now we come around this side, right behind the passenger peg. You got one last bolt to take off. It is a 14 millimeter. That one is a bit hard. Don't do what I do and like keep wrenching off until you accidentally slam into the shock. Got a little bit. It was worse the other day. I did this like a week ago or a couple days ago. So yeah, let's get that off. Alright, so now that's off, and now these pipes are just sitting on here, mostly from that pipe in there. This is a little bit hard to do. Really gotta wiggle these around. Might be good to take this washer thing, nut, whatever, and slide it down before you take off the back bolt. That way it's out of the way and already down past the engine block. And once you do that, you'll be able to just slide this out. Just like that, the full exhaust is off. So here's the exhaust gasket. See, one side is all clean, that was probably the engine side, and then one side is all mangled up, probably because I put the exhaust on wrong before and just got a bit messed up, but it'll still work just fine. It's just a bunch of metal. And what I'm going to do is, remember the flat side first, just going to line that into the engine block. There it sits, perfectly flush-ish. So now, time to just do the reverse order and put the exhaust back on. Alright, so as you can see, got the pipe back in there, got the little washer lock nut thing. I don't know what I'm going to call it. And got this nutted, or the screw back in, but I didn't tighten it down all the way, just enough to hold this back in place. The little washer is really hard to get back up. You gotta like finger through all these little holes and work it up. So you have to find a technique that really works for you. I like to push it all the way up and then get my other hand and like hold it in place, and then I work it up. Really make sure that you get the cylinder or the exhaust pipe flush with the exhaust port, because it's really annoying to get in there. And remember to get this one back up here too. It likes to get stuck right here. But I'm gonna get the nuts now, and I'm gonna wrench it all down. Alright, now the last thing is just put the screws back in for the ignition. And we are all set. Now let's turn her on, see if it sounds any better. Well, I don't hear an exhaust leak anymore, so I'd say that's a mission well done. And I hope that I don't have to mention this, but just to be safe, make sure that your engine is cool while you're doing this, because your exhaust pipes do get extremely hot and will give you, I don't know what degree burns, but they will be nasty burns. So if you do have to work on your exhaust pipe, some good old welding gloves will actually do really well for handling the exhaust pipe. But just remember that you won't really be able to get into tight crevices with it. So no matter what, your pipe will have to be cool, and your cylinders if you're going to be doing any extensive work on it. But by that time that should be cooled off. And also, before I forget, make sure to put away all your tools, because there's nothing worse than losing a tool in the middle of a project and you just don't know where it is, so you have to go out and buy new ones. And no one ever likes to have to buy a tool that they know that they have just sitting somewhere. And more than likely you'll come back and find it right away. So don't do that to yourself. Just put away your tools right when you're done with them. It's best to do it as soon as you're finished with them while you're working on the project. But since I knew that I was going to be constantly using all these tools, I just kept them out and I kept them in close reach. So that'll be it for this video. So subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Hit the like button, leave me a comment saying your stories on exhaust work and any kind of crazy stuff that you've done to your exhaust. Until next time, guys, keep your engines loud.